Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 9. We want to show you our presentation. The title is Teaching Across Age Level. For the first speaker is Resyadilla. Resya, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Winda. I will explain chapter 6 about teaching across age levels. There are three levels. First, teaching children. Second, teaching teens. And third, teaching adults. First, teaching children. The younger, the better. Teaching five categories might help give some practical approach to teaching children. First, intellectual development. Second, attention span. Third, sensory input. And fourth, effective factors. And the last, authentic, meaningful language. First, intellectual development. Children up to the age of about 11 are still in an intellectual stage of what Piaget 1972 called concept operation. We have need to remember their limitation. Guidelines for teaching children cognitive development. First, do not explain grammar using terms like present progressive or relative clause. Second, rules state in abstract terms. To make a statement into a question, you add do or does should be avoided. Third, some grammatical concepts, especially at the upper levels of childhood, can be called to learners' attention by showing them certain patterns. Next, certain more difficult concepts or patterns require more repetition than adult needs, but not to the point of bad boredom. Short, snappy drills may be very helpful. Second, attention span. Children have a short attention span when they have to deal with material that to them is tedious, useless, or overly difficult. Because language lessons at times can be difficult for children, your job is to make them interesting, lively, and fun. Guidelines for teaching children attention span. First, a lesson needs a variety of activities to keep interest and attention alive. Second, a teacher needs to be animated, lively, and enthusiastic about the subject matter. Next, sensory input. The third, sensory input. Guidelines for teaching children sensory input. First, pepper your lessons with physical activity. Second, projects and other hands-on activities will help children to internalize language. Third, sensory arts help children to internalize concept. And the last, remember that your own non-verbal language is important because children will attend very sensitively to your facial expression, gestures, and other elements of your body language. Fourth, affective factors. Children are sensitive of what other people think about them. Therefore, teacher needs to overcome such potential barriers to learning by building student self-esteem, eliciting as much oral participation as possible, and making students comfortable when they make mistakes. Guidelines for teaching children, effective factors. First, help your student to laugh with each other at various mistakes that they all make. Second, be patient and supportive in order to build self-esteem by complimenting them on their work and accomplishment. And the last five, authentic, meaningful language. Children are focused on what this new language can actually be used for here and now, be used for here and now. They are less willing to put up with language that doesn't have immediate rewards for them. Guidelines for teaching children authenticity. Be real first, be real, be genuine, show that you truly enjoy them. Second, language needs to be firmly context embedded. And the last, a whole language approach is essential. That's all. Next, Winda Nurhaliza.
Okay, thank you. I will continue for the second is teaching adults the adult advantage. Adults have superior cognitive abilities that can make them more successful in certain classroom endeavor. So adults also bring life experience to the classroom, which gives them background schemata as a backdrop uh, for a situation introduced in a curriculum. So let me tell you more specifically at the adult students. First, adults are better able to understand a context-reduced segment of language. Next, adults have longer attention span for the material that may not be intrinsically interesting to them. Third, adults often bring a modicum of general self-confidence into a classroom. The last, adult learners, especially those in their college year and beyond, are more able to focus on their vocational future and will derive motivational instancy from such vision. Okay, next, teaching in between. They are no children and no adults. The challenge is in recognizing and appreciating the enormous physical, mental, and emotional changes occurring at this age, which is intertwined with the joy of stretching these wonderful, growing young people. So let me tell you at some of what we know about adolescents. First, okay, more sophisticated intellectual processing. Complex problem can be solved with logical thinking. Second, potential attention spans can easily be mitigated as the linear focus on self. Okay, let me repeat. Second, potential attention spans can easily be mitigated as the linear focus on self, appearance, sexuality, being accepted, a weekend party, and perhaps the temptation. The last is factors surrounding ego, self-image, and self-efficacy are at their pinnacle. Teens are ultra sensitive to how to others perceive their changing physical and emotional self along with their mental capabilities. Okay, maybe that's all from me. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.